Hello there. Today I'm going to talk about taking time for yourself. So many of my clients, my friends, myself, have struggles with taking really good quality time for themselves. And a lot of times this has to do with an overloaded schedule, the typical things, the things we have to get done during the day and during the week and during the month and so on and so forth. A lot of times it's things that we think we have to do for other people. Sometimes we do have to do things for other people. Sometimes we can enjoy doing things for other people, certainly. And a lot of times people who are very giving and empathic and sensitive to other people's needs will take on extra until it gets to a place where it might feel overwhelming or annoying, or feelings of resentment might come up. And sometimes we can't get away from what's going on in our lives. It could be just a number of things that create a situation where there really seems to be very little time, and maybe we're not getting enough time to be with ourselves. But I believe that there is always something that we can do about that. And it might not mean a lot of time, but it might mean little bits of time here and there throughout the day. And to really make taking time for yourself a priority. So we make other things priorities by putting them on our schedule. And it's to make time for ourselves the same priority. And so this tapping is to help, perhaps to help you, hopefully to help you, feel easier and a little bit better and more comfortable with taking time for yourself. So right now, tune into how you're feeling. Taking a nice deep breath and tune into what's going on in there. And maybe there's a part of you saying, oh, I have something to do. I've got to move on. I don't have time for this. And if you really don't have time for this right now, come back to it another time. For the tapping, tune in and notice your feelings, whatever they are, and let's get started. So even though I really don't have time, there's never enough time. I feel like I'm always running out of time and rushing. And how could I possibly take time for myself? I accept that this feels hard. And I accept the way that I feel about this. I don't know how to take time for myself. There's just too much on my plate. And it never feels like I have enough time. And even though this feels frustrating and annoying, and sometimes I feel so exhausted, I accept that that's what's happening for me. And I would really like some time for myself. It's hard to take time for myself. Sometimes I feel really guilty, or I feel like it's frivolous. There are more important things to do. I have a lot of obligations. Sometimes I just forget. But I need time for myself. Everybody needs time. I need time for myself. I need time to breathe. I need quiet time. I need time to get in touch with myself. And I want to have time for myself. What if I can make it a priority? What if I can make myself a priority? When I have time for myself, I feel better. I feel more vitalized. I have more energy when I take time for myself. I could use some good time for myself. And what if I can find it? What if there really is some time I can take for myself? Maybe there's 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there. Maybe I'll find a whole hour somewhere. Maybe more. I can make myself a priority. And I can find some time for myself. Nice deep breath. Tune in to how you're feeling. And remember, it doesn't have to be a lot of time. You can take more time at certain times, hopefully, maybe, and little bits of time a lot of the time. And so getting up a little earlier to spend time with yourself with meditation or reading something uplifting or, taking a walk outside. Pausing during the day to tune in and breathe. And just be silent, breathing. Or to scan your body and notice what's going on. Just 5 minutes to step outside. There are many things that you can do, many ways that you can bring in little bits here and there. And maybe it will turn into a lot more. But there's things that you can do with just a small amount of time to help yourself feel more replenished, more energized, and able to do what you need to do during the day. And everybody needs time for themselves. So if you want some more tips on how to take time for yourself when you're busy, there's a blog post, a link for a blog post down below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.